Some of the most common medications for ADHD are set to be in short supply until the end of the year, which means that plenty of people across Australia may find their pharmacist can't fill prescriptions. With more, here's Dave Coghill, President of the Australian ADHD Professionals Association. Hi there, Dave.
Hi, Ross.
So firstly, what's behind the shortage?
Oh, there's quite a complicated path for ADHD medicines to get to us as prescribers and consumers in Australia. It starts in the US, where the raw ingredient for these medications is actually restricted. The amount that's given to companies who make and sell the medication is restricted by the DEA. And what's happened is, as the demand for these medications has increased, the supply of the raw ingredient hasn't. So the companies that make ADHD, or one of the ADHD medications, methylphenidate is its name, are currently unable to meet the demand.
So not all ADHD drugs are in short supply?
No, and that's really important. People shouldn't panic about that. We have 4 different types of ADHD medication, and it's just one of them that is currently in shortage. That's the medication that's most usually prescribed to children and adolescents. And as you get older, the type of medication prescribed switches. So it becomes less of an issue, but still an issue for a large number of Australians the older that you get.
Sure. So what can you do if you can't get your particular medication?
Yeah. So of the medication that is in shortage, there's more than one brand. And the different brands have different properties. So, for example, some of them last for 4 hours, some for 8 hours, some for 12 hours. Now, most adults, for example, would be on a long-acting medication because that's a lot easier to manage. It means you don't have to have additional doses during the day. For them, they may need to switch from one brand to another. And so it may not change the medication you're taking, but it will change the pattern that you have to take that medication. And as long as your prescriber, as long as your doctor or nurse who's prescribing understands the medication well, then although it's less convenient, it shouldn't have a clinical effect on you if you change from one to the other.
Right. So who should people go to then if their pharmacist says they're out of a particular drug? Should people call up their psychiatrist, their GP, the practice nurse, as you say?
Whoever's actually writing the prescription for you, and there's quite a lot of restrictions on who can write prescriptions for different medication. So the person who's prescribing, the person who's helping you with that medication, is the first person you should speak to.
And do you have any indication when this issue may be resolved?
Well, they're telling us December. We know last year we had one of the other ADHD medications that was problems with availability for quite some time. When the TGA, the Therapeutic Goods Administration Authority, told us it would be back, it was back. So I've got my fingers crossed that December is when we're looking at. But remembering that not all of the different brands are out of stock, and it changes over time as to which brands you can and can't get. So I'm hopeful that most people will not need to change medications.
Okay.